What are we looking at? Formaldehyde, acrolein, nitrobenzene. This actually has over 7,000 chemicals. Don't get me started on what they do to you. Prematurely wrinkled skin, stunted lung growth.
Mr. Essler.
Tooth loss, cancer.
Mr. Essler.
Hang on.
If cigarettes looked as dangerous as they are, you'd run like hell. Find out the real cost of tobacco.
You turn on the television or you pick up a newspaper magazine and all the information you see is just controlled by a handful of corporations. So how are you or I or any of us, how can we get our messages out to people? How can you tell people what you care about? You can go on Facebook and compete with hundreds of people who post things that may or may not be true. You can go on Twitter and post things with a handful of characters, because Twitter is really the place for literate people to hang out. Or you could go in with a sandwich board and walk the streets. You could write a letter to the editor. Or, even better, you could go to public access television. Public access serves your community on a first-come, first-served basis. And whether you're rich or poor, doesn't matter. It's first come, first served. Everyone in the community is welcome to come to public access and talk about not only the issues that are important to them, but if you have a poem to recite, a story to tell, a song to sing, just anything at all that's in your mind or heart to tell, you come to public access. Public access in Fayetteville, Arkansas, where I'm speaking right now, has been around since 1980, and I've seen it change events in Fayetteville. And the nice thing about public access now in the 21st century is that it's not just on a television channel, but it's also on the internet, so you can reach people around the world. So if you feel frustrated at not being able to talk to people, not being able to get your message out, and you think there's no way to do it, well, take heart, there is. Public access, it's a vital component of our First Amendment rights. So public access, like the man says, use it or lose it.
Hi, I'm Pamela Foster, author of Ridgeline. You're watching Fayetteville Public Access Television.
This song is called Night is Calling. It's a title track for my next CD. Night is calling, sunset fall. Got to find yourself a bar. Walking into the street, looking for someone to meet. Gotta be real nice and sweet to comfort you. You think I'd learn by now the games you play with me? Sometimes I'd rather learn a different way. But the times that scare me most are when you try to feel and then you say it isn't real and hide again. See, you say you're sorry and I am accepting, sometimes forgetting what you always do. And we can go dancing, you will be romancing, as long as the kiss is sweet and the drink is good. Yeah, you do it like, you do it like, you do it like you should. You think I've learned by now the games you play with me? Sometimes sometimes I'd rather learn a different way. But the times that scare me most are when you try to feel and then you say it can't be real and hide again, hide again, hide again, hide again. Yeah, the times that scare me most are when you try to feel and then you say it can't be real and hide again, hide again, hide again, oh, there you go. Here's a little song called Let's Get Together and Do Whatever. Honey, won't you make love to me? Feeling better, got a letter, I'd like to write one back to you. I love your haircut, man, it's wrong, but I really do admire you. You got that chestnut hair, man, I best beware. I got the curse, or worse, I'm in love. But let's get together and do whatever, honey, won't you make love to me? Let's get together and do whatever, honey, won't you make love to me? Let's get together and do whatever, honey, won't you make love to me? Pitter-patter, while the laughter has a train already come and gone. Say now, baby, guess I'm crazy, 'cause I shiver whenever you come near me. I go to button it up when you touch me. I get so shy whenever you kiss me. Well, let's get together and do whatever, honey, won't you make love to me? And let's get together and do whatever, honey, won't you make love to me? Let's get together and do whatever, honey, won't you make love to me? Yeah, I'm a child, free in mind. I'm an adolescent with a lesson to learn. Yeah, I'm a grown-up, got my head stuck between these rules and freedom I burn. So won't you take me, chop these climbing vines, and shake these apples from my tree? Let's get together and do whatever, honey, won't you make love to me? Let's get together and do whatever, honey, won't you make love to me? Let's get together and do whatever, honey, won't you make love to me? Let's get together. Let's get together. Let's get together. Let's get together. Let's get together and do whatever, honey, won't you make love to me? This tune is a Carl Bonoff tune, but I gotta play it. It's such a pretty tune. Traveling at night, the headlights were bright, and we'd been up many an hour. And all through my brain came the refrain of home and its warm fire. And home sings me of sweet things. My life there has its own wings to fly over the mountains. And though I'm standing still, I've seen the come in between the cities of time and life. trains come and go, but inside you know the struggle will soon be a fight. And home sings me of sweet things, and life there has its own wings to fly over the mountains. Oh, I'm standing still. Traveling at night, the headlights were bright. Soon the sun came through the trees. Around the expand, the flowers will sing the sweet smell of home breeze. And home sings me of sweet things. My life there has its own wings to fly over the mountains. And oh, I'm standing still. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Every day I wake up, I do the same old thing. And if I try and change again, you know I just might lose my dream. Maybe it's hard to see, and I can't win or lose. But if I dream a little while longer, you know some of it might come true. Don't let it bother me, no, no, no. Don't let it bother me. 'Cause I'm easy, I ain't got no worries. In my living can often be lonely. Don't let it bother me, no, no, no. Don't let it bother me. 'Cause I'm choosy, I ain't got no choice, no choice, no choice. My expectations are straight from the source, the source, the source. My welfare depends on my dependence on you. Whether I may fall in love or just passing through. So don't let it bother you. Don't let it bother me now. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it bother you. No, 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 no.
Well, I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Leaping and hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. And if I ever lose my hands, lose my plow, lose my land, as if I ever lose my hands away, I won't have to work no more. And if I ever lose my eyes, if my colors all run dry, as if I ever lose my eyes away, I won't have to cry no more. Well, I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Leaping and hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. And if I ever lose my legs, no, I won't moan and I won't beg. Yes, if I ever lose my legs away, I won't have to walk no more. And if I ever lose my mouth, all my teeth, north and south, as if I ever lose my mouth away, I won't have to talk. Did it take long to find me? Why ask the faithful light? Did it take long to find me? And are you gonna stay the night? Whoa, whoa, I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Leaping and hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. You were walking down that highway and my feet told me not to follow. Your heart in its patient agony, laughing at me as I swallowed everything you'd said from the time of my beginning. You had taken the open road and I'm up for the second inning. You're like a wave of fury, constant in your pain, challenging your new highways and calling me out in the rain. Don't you think I hear you calling? Or do you think that I'm not listening? I think you think too hard. Seems like a real life story every time you turn on, overanalyzing situations and places you just don't belong. Get yourself on some medication, take yourself a real good vacation. I think you think too hard. Don't you think I hear you calling? Do you think that I'm not listening? I think you think too hard. I think you think I think too hard. I think you think you think too hard.
again. Yeah, this old man is my old friend. This old man loves kids. He thinks pumpkin is really his. With a game of cards, staring hard, looking down his nose. There's lots of things that this man knows. Tried to love her, but she wouldn't be true. Breaks a man's heart right in two. The day she left him, the sky turned gray. But he got up and worked the very same day. Oh, this old man, he has pain. He rolls it over inside his brain. But the memories come time and time again. Yeah, this old man is my old friend. This old man, he works hard all day long till he gets tired. But he never stops thinking that's what he's gonna do. And he keeps on thinking till he gets through. This old man, he builds trains. He builds trains and signs his name with a piece of wood. Drop it through, sand it down again. Yeah, this old man is my old friend. Yeah, this old man is my old friend. I rode my bicycle past your window last night. I roller skated to your door at daylight. It almost seems like you're avoiding me. I'm okay alone, but you've got something I need. Well, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I think we should get together and try them on to see. I've been looking around a while. You got something for me. Oh, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I ride my bike, I roller skate, don't drive no car. Don't go too fast, but I go pretty far. For somebody who don't drive, I've been all around the world. Some people say I done alright for a girl. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I asked your mama if you were at home. She said yes, but you weren't alone. Oh, sometimes I just think that you're avoiding me. I'm okay alone, but you got something I need. Well, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I think we should get together and try them on to see. La 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 la. Oh, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. Woo-hoo. Come a little bit closer. Hear what I have to say. Just like children sleeping, we could dream this night away.
there's a full moon rising. Let's go out and feel the light. We know where the music's playing. Let's go dancing in the night. Because I'm still in love with you, I wanna see you dance again. Because I'm so in love with you on this harvest moon. When we were strangers, I watched you from afar. When we were lovers, I loved you with all my heart. Now it's getting late and the moon is climbing high. I wanna celebrate, see it shining in your eyes. Because I'm still in love with you, I wanna see you dance again. Because I'm so in love with you on this harvest moon. Because I'm still in love with you, I wanna see you dance again. Because I'm so in love with you on this harvest moon. Thank you. All right. So the music's done. Thank you guys very much.
This is called Don't Fall in Love with a Hippo, It'll Break Your Dad's Car. Well, don't fall in love with a hippo, it'll break your dad's car. Now don't fall in love with a hippo, it'll break your dad's car. They're all Italian, they love romance, they'll have affairs, first chance. So don't fall in love with a hippo, they don't like to dance. Don't fall in love with a hippo, it'll break your heart. Don't fall in love with a hippo, it'll break your heart. They think they're cool, weird skin. They make weird sounds. They have to stay wet all the dadgum time. So don't fall in love with a hippo unless you got some kind of altered kind of state of mind. Don't fall in love. No, don't fall in love. No, don't you fall in love with a hippo, it'll break your heart. They've got weird skin, they make weird sounds. They have to stay wet all the dadgum time. They think they're cool, to play the fool. They break the rules, they're just like you. So don't fall in love with a hippo unless you got a great big Olympic size heated in the wintertime swimming pool. Don't fall in love. Don't you fall in love. Don't fall in love with a hippo, it'll break your heart.
Thought about it over and over for a very long time. Rested on a lot of shoulders and kept you on my mind. Distant feeling from deep within me move themselves close to you. Feeling all that's within me and never knowing just what to do. And can you feel it deep within you? Have you come to realize all this feeling deep within me? Can you see it in my eyes? And grasping the differences, we know we're not the same. Each have our separate ways and no one's there to blame. Finding the memories, removing all the stains. There's a love that's growing to remain. And can you feel it deep within you? Have you come to realize all this feeling deep within me? Can you see it in my eyes? Can you see it in my eyes? Can you see it, see it, see it, see it, see it in my eyes?
This is called Can You See It? Thought about it over and over for a very long time. from deep within me move themselves close to you, feeling all that's within me and never knowing just what to do. And can you feel it deep within you? Have you come to realize all this feeling deep within me? Can you see it in my eyes? And grasping the differences, we know we're not the same. We each have our separate ways and no one's there to blame. Finding the memories, removing all the stains. There's a love that's growing to remain. And can you feel it deep within you? Have you come to realize all this feeling deep within me? Can you see it in my eyes? Can you see it in my eyes? Can you see it, see it, see it, see it, see it in my eyes? Thank you very much.
It's hard to hold on to yourself these days. So many distractions every which way. So little time upon us to do what we must. The world's so much bigger, and who do you trust? Well, I love the country, I know this is true. And I love the feeling of me loving you. But where do I get off when I go to town? More people than ever when I look around. See the light in their eyes. Whether they're stupid or hateful, I've got to realize. Denying is trying to court the damn thing. The bottle is breaking, it's all or nothing. See the light in their eyes. Time's ticking faster, I hurry the more. Down the street rushing, I'm passing a whore. She's there crying for love while she's chained to her choices of money and how it's obtained. See the light in her eyes. Whether she's drugged up or ungrateful, I've got to realize. Denying is trying to court the damn thing. The bottle is breaking on all of our dreams. See the light in her eyes. it's up to me now. Changing progresses if I'm learning how. Willingness is all that is asked of my heart. To show up and love what is all torn apart. See the light, see the light. I wanna see the light in all our eyes. I need to see the light. Hey, hey, hey. See the light. Oh, oh. See the light in all our eyes. Thank you. Feeling better, got a letter. I'd like to write one back to you. I love your haircut, man, it's wrong, but I really do admire you. You got that chestnut hair, man, I best beware. I got the curse, or worse, I'm in love. But let's get together and do whatever. I want you to make love to me. Let's get together and do whatever. I want you to make love to me. Let's get together and do whatever. I want.
Hi, I'm Pamela Foster, author of Ridgeline. You're watching Fayetteville Public Access Television.
What are we looking at? Formaldehyde, acrolein, nitrobenzene. This actually has over 7,000 chemicals. Don't get me started on what they do to you. Prematurely wrinkled skin, stunted lung growth,
Mr. Essler.
tooth loss, cancer.
Mr. Essler.
Hang on.
If cigarettes looked as dangerous as they are, you'd run like hell. Find out the real cost of tobacco.
You turn on the television or you pick up a newspaper magazine, and all the information you see is just controlled by a handful of corporations. So how are you or I or any of us, how can we get our messages out to people? How can you tell people what you care about? You can go on Facebook and compete with hundreds of people who post things that may or may not be true. You can go on Twitter and post things with a handful of characters, because Twitter is really the place for literate people to hang out. Or you could go in with a sandwich board and walk the streets. You could write a letter to the editor. Or, even better, you could go to public access television. Public access serves your community on a first-come, first-served basis. And whether you're rich or poor, doesn't matter. It's first come, first served. Everyone in the community is welcome to come to public access and talk about not only the issues that are important to them, but if you have a poem to recite, a story to tell, a song to sing, just anything at all that's in your mind or heart to tell, you come to public access. Public access in Fayetteville, Arkansas, where I'm speaking right now, has been around since 1980, and I've seen it change events in Fayetteville. And the nice thing about public access now in the 21st century is that it's not just on a television channel, but it's also on the internet, so you can reach people around the world. So if you feel frustrated at not being able to talk to people, not being able to get your message out, and you think there's no way to do it, well, take heart, there is. Public access, it's a vital component of our First Amendment rights. So public access, like the man says, use it or lose it.
Hush now, don't explain.
This goes out to Cherry. Coming to ya all the way. There's no better lover. What's it to ya? The people say. I don't need another. He don't, she don't, they won't even open up their eyes. It's gotta be right. Cold, cruel world we live in. They don't ever make mistakes. Can they be forgiven? He don't, she don't, they won't even open up their eyes. They gotta be right. Walk right, do right, be right. They won't even let you tonight. You got me now, I got you. There's no separation. What's it to ya? That's what we say. We don't ask for compensation. Never has there been someone to open up their eyes. We gotta be right. Walk right, talk right, do right, do right. They might even let you tonight. It's gotta be right. It's gotta be right. It's got to be right. It's got to be right. It's got to be right.
The gentle Jesus walked into town today wearing a worn cashmere sweater, an olive green pullover, and a pair of faded jeans that fit him well. Before he could get into the door of the Ozark Restaurant and Pancake House, he was accosted by a loudspeaker, a town crier who was laughing. "You better watch out. You better not shout, young man. We're watching you. They're watching you. From space, from the space between your teeth, from the fillings in your teeth, from the..." Jesus stepped inside and sat down and ordered bacon with a spinach omelet. And the waitress looked wide-eyed with an open mouth and said, "Good God, you can't eat that. Spinach? E. coli," she whispered from behind her hand. "And the bacon will kill you. Just a little slower." Jesus winked and ordered green tea, and the waitress ran off to pour him coffee. The regular boys were sitting at their table talking the regular war and big trucks, and "I won't play with you if you don't play fair, and I've got more money than you do." The regular big boy board games. But then someone got upset. Someone got upset with someone else and decided to take his ball and go home. Bumping his chair back against Jesus' chair, he said, "Excuse me." "You're forgiven," Jesus said, which made the man look a little funny at Jesus. A group of middle-aged women walked in and sat down in the booth next to Jesus and started in. "Now I hope that bird flu stays with them birds and don't get into us. And I hope there ain't no ticks on them birds because I don't want any Lyme disease. And I hope there aren't any mosquitoes on them ticks because my body can't take any more diseases. I already got, let's see, heart and lung and breast and kidney. And what's the other one, Betty? Dementia. What? I said dementia, and you've also got hearing loss. Oh yeah, and trouble with my eyes. Jesus sprinkled pepper on his toast and then sneezed. The whole table said, God bless you. Jesus raised his hands, but then thought better of making the sign of the cross and just said, God bless you too. When he finished his eggs, he stepped back outside where the town crier was now crying. Jesus said, can I help you, sir? And the town crier said, I just heard the trumpet, buddy, and everyone from the town just vanished into thin air. It's the rapture, and I'm left behind. Jesus, being an empathetic soul, gently touched the crying man on the shoulder, and immediately the town crier turned into a pillar of salt. The gentle Jesus leaned down, took a pinch of the man, and threw it over his left shoulder. Just for good measure, he said, just for good measure. That's it, Richard.
To the inventor of the paperclip. A paperclip is an aluminum wing, metallic scissor tail, the pattern of a wind. A paperclip is a sprung compass, a thirsting hammer, a machine made to bind winter to a radio, a buzz saw in Nashville to a watchmaker's Webster. A paperclip, the psyche of Frost, the gyration of Circe, the sandhill crane of poets, the prairie mule of editors, and a welder's willow tree. On the difficulty of buying a decent bathrobe. They are all made of a velour which sticks to everything, and if you have on a flannel nightgown, it will still gather cat hair, dust, string, and lint. The robe will not look like velvet, and you will want to mop the floor with it. Terry cloth robes look as though they would fit on a prize fighter. They are not soft, they are big, and they come open. My mother had a rabbit skin bathrobe the color of peach milk. I never saw her wear it. My mother is not a fancy person, and she refuses to own silver, antiques, or houseplants. So perhaps a robe like that was too extreme. But oh, when the day is cut like an apple, sliced, halved at noon, and toned like sun, I remember 3 small stars on a rope this morning of a bathrobe. And still sounding besetting deadly birds of Rilke, I hear you, because in the end I am a hearer and not a doer. Concerning angels. With the angel of the poet Migros, about whom he wrote, all was taken away from you. White dresses, wings, even your existence. Yet I believe you, messengers. Angels, are they the journalists of our age? The ones who question in order to bless the fallen with one moment on TV? Why so many? Why this coming amongst us in witness? We with our currency, our chic, our knowledge, and they with nothing. That they are uncertain of their holiness. We like them. They do go forward anyhow. We like them. They suffer anxieties of being. We like them. They do our work. We have headaches. And I do see angels coming like birds, past the rub of something, here, there, another, probing into what the poet again said were designs of a silent God who may yet speak